Anytime that you are looking for a new painting vendor, you want to make sure that the vendor has one, great knowledge of painting and they're very well adept. You want to make sure that they maintain their professionalism. You also want to be sure that it's someone that you can trust as far as doing the right thing. Integrity, is one thing that not everybody has. And KJD Services has shown that they have that integrity.
KJD Services is recognized as the #1 solution for commercial painting projects. Partnering with select property management companies that support leasing agreements with stores located in the finest malls, KJD Services provides ongoing support and maintenance for some of the top brands in the world. Household names that we all see every time we take a trip to the mall. In the next few minutes, we'll take an executive level view of KJD Services. Who they are, what they can do for you, and most importantly, why top property management companies continuously rely on KJD Services for all of their painting needs.
I'm in the business of bringing people together, and when KJD Services comes into the transaction, I'm confident, I'm actually certain that everybody's going to walk away happy. So I will continually refer all my clientele that need any kind of professional painting services to KJD, hands down. These are the guys you need to work with.
Hello, I'm Jim Rice with Bar Shop in Olds. I'm the operations person, and we have a lot of retail facilities, and KJD Services has been taking care of our paint needs for several years. And the reason he's been with us for several years is because he does a very good job for us, very professional, very conscientious. Anytime we've ever had a small or minor issue, he has immediately taken care of the problem. And we are entirely satisfied with our painting that we get from Kelly.
The first project that I worked with KJD Services on, there were a few hurdles that we had to overcome, and Kelly was there to work with me through those hurdles every step of the way, and was very adept and knew how to conform to those changes and those requirements.
KJD Services was founded by Kelly Doyle. Since 1997, Kelly is focused on customer satisfaction.
My brother Pat was the one that got me into the commercial end of this business. He was managing apartments, which basically are a commercial establishment in Sacramento, California. And when I was 15 years old, I went out there and went to work for him. His standards were pretty strict. And what I learned from him was good hard work and a good product will take you a long ways.
KJD Services has a well-defined blueprint for success based on 4 guiding principles. The first principle has been built on expertise and professional level knowledge of the actual physics of paint.
I found in the course of working with KJD and Kelly Doyle that Kelly had an excellent and very professional knowledge, and I say professional knowledge, that's a little bit unusual. We tend to think of people doing a professional job, but trying to convey, he knew what he was talking about when it came to paint and painting, preparation of surfaces, choosing the right paint for the job, and working with what we needed to get done.
I rely on KJD Services to be the experts in their field, which they are. They prove knowledgeable in all aspects of painting, whether it's interior, exterior, how the environment affects it, green, odorless, top of the line. Their services, they are the experts in the industry, and I rely on them heavily to educate me and my clients.
KJD Services has provided me with a lot of valuable consulting, which has helped me reduce my costs and get the job done in a more timely fashion. They're able to help me with some long-term goals that I have so that the paint is going to look very nice for a long time.
One of the great advantages of working with the experts at KJD Services is I can get an intelligent cost-benefit analysis so that we can choose the right materials for the right job. Also, their expertise is so deep that I feel very comfortable having them talk to my customers and help my customers make the correct choice.
Ownership, accountability, and the intricate value of experience all contribute to the second principle empowered by KJD Services: the overall level of competence brought to each project.
There are many aspects to our buildings that create an impression on people, and the paint job to a building is one of them. Inland holds very high standards for their projects and expect us to carry through these projects with complete diligence. And I can count on KJD Services to always go through all of the projects with great diligence.
It's important to me that all of my subcontractors maintain the level of professionalism that my customers have come to expect. With KJD Services, I know that they're going to show up, take care of the property, and they'll be safe and clean, and at the end of the day, each day, the project will look perfect.
You know, I've had clients actually say, we hardly knew they were there. I mean, they cover everything head to toe to protect, you know, if it's an owner-occupied property, everything is covered. There's no paint splashed on the carpet or on the dressers or anything like that.
Time-sensitive responsiveness is key in the world of professional property management. The third key metric and principle of KJD Services is communication, on point and on time.
I am constantly relying on quick responses from all the vendors that I use, and KJD Services has been able to fulfill that requirement. They respond immediately to any concerns or questions that I may have, or any changes that I may have as well. And this is why I continue to use KJD Services today.
With KJD Services, I know that they'll always show up at the appointed time and do their work in the time that we have allotted. Also, they'll leave the job clean for the next guy who has to come in. I also have a phone number that I can call 24/7 for any rescheduling that's necessary.
They answer the phone, a real person on the other side, which is just incredible in this industry. I'm not getting, you know, a call back later from a secretary. I get KJD Services on the phone with a contractor right away, which is the kind of level of service I'm looking for.
KJD Services understands that the job doesn't end when the truck drives away. Maintaining professional results in high traffic areas requires sustained focus and maintenance. The fourth principle is the ability of KJD Services to provide ongoing benefits for property management companies. From upgrades to scheduled follow-up, KJD Services is on the job.
I have ongoing relationships with my customers, and it's important to me that KJD Services is there after the job is finished and willing to come back not only for any repairs that are needed, but when maintenance is needed down the road, I know KJD Services will be there to do the work.
It's easy for me to say that I would recommend KJD Services to others, and one reason it's so easy to say that is not just the fact that I've been pleased with the work, but I've already recommended KJD to others, and I'll continue to do so.
KJD Services continues to lead the way in providing comprehensive solutions for commercial painting and mall maintenance. A strong and powerful link in the chain of productivity for the world's leading brands.
My name is Kelly and I'm the owner of KJD Services. I personally oversee every project we do. If we can be of any service to you in the future, please give us a call.